We, the members of the Polk County Sheriff's Office, are committed to excellence in providing law enforcement, detention, and public safety services. In partnership with our community, we will serve with integrity, compassion, accountability, and professionalism.
Possession of cannabis with intent to sell, felony. Resist officer with violence, felony. DUI, misdemeanor. Driving .15 or higher with person under age of 18, misdemeanor. Driving while license suspended X2, misdemeanor. Opium delivery 4 grams to under 30 kilograms, felony. Sale of oxycodone, felony. Sale of hallucinogen, felony. Conspiracy to traffic heroin. Total of 18 felonies, 19 misdemeanors. On federal probation. Pedro Mejia, 4868 Carefree Trail, West Palm Beach, Florida 35. Trafficking in fentanyl, over 28 grams. Possession of drug paraphernalia. Criminal history. Grand theft over 100K plus, felony. Burglary unarmed, felony, probation 2 years. Vehicle theft, felony. Unoccupied burglary, felony. Criminal mischief, misdemeanor. Burglary of dwelling/conveyance armed, felony. Burglary of structure, felony. Grand theft over 300, felony, state prison 1.2 years. Possession of weapon, felony. Possess ammunition by convicted felon, felony. Utter false instrument, felony. Grand theft X3, felony, state prison 5 years. Utter false bad check, felony. Possess forged bills 10 or more, felony. Carrying concealed weapon, felony. Possession of cannabis, misdemeanor. Driving while license suspended, misdemeanor. Trespassing with posted notice, misdemeanor, 2005/2015 Broward/Palm Beach/Martin County. Arrested for conspiracy to traffic cocaine, crack. On federal probation. Total of 17 felonies and 5 misdemeanors. Ruben Olivares, 3307 River Road, Wimauma, Florida 22. Trafficking in fentanyl, over 28 grams. Possession of drug paraphernalia. Criminal history. Possession of marijuana, M. Pedro Luis Romero, 1797 Lisa Lane, Kissimmee, 56. Trafficking in fentanyl, over 28 grams. Trafficking in cocaine, over 400 grams. Possession of drug paraphernalia. Criminal history. Obstruct without violence, misdemeanor, multiple charges. Resist officer without violation, misdemeanor. Disorderly conduct, misdemeanor. Robbery with firearm, felony, felony probation 5 years. Grand theft 100K plus, felony. Multiple charges. Battery domestic, misdemeanor. Multiple charges. Fraud insufficient check, felony. Obtain goods for $150 plus, felony. Bank deposit with intent to defraud, felony. Domestic battery with strangulation, felony, probation 1.5 years. Harassing a witness or victim, misdemeanor. Petty theft, misdemeanor. Multiple charges. Violation of injunction, misdemeanor. Employee not getting workman's comp, felony. Engage in contracting without license, first offense, misdemeanor, and repeat offense, felony. Larceny, grand theft, felony. Falsely identifying as a contractor, felony. Fraud/impersonating contractor, felony. Fraud/contractor during state of emergency, felony. 1991/2015 West Palm Beach/Port St. Lucie/Hillsborough County/Pasco County. Previously arrested federally for trafficking in cocaine in Panama, went to federal prison. Total of 16 felonies and 18 misdemeanors. Polk County Sheriff's Office detectives. Working as a part of the Central Florida HIDTA, High-Intensity Drug Trafficking Area, Task Force. Arrested 6 suspects on December 17, 2023. Who were a part of a drug trafficking organization known to sell trafficking amounts of cocaine, heroin, and fentanyl. Investigators learned in August of 2023 that a man named Luis Salcido Rodriguez aka Flaco was linked with drug trafficking in Polk County. Detectives met with Salcido Rodriguez, who offered to sell kilos of cocaine, heroin, and fentanyl to undercover detectives. During the investigation, detectives learned the source of supply of the cocaine offered by Salcido Rodriguez was Roosevelt: of Poinciana. Detectives first arranged for the purchase of 1 kilo of cocaine. In December, detectives arranged a second purchase for additional cocaine. An undercover detective initially met Luis Salcido and 29-year-old Miguel Bertacia, who arrived in a BMW sedan. While they were talking, a pickup truck arrived containing Roosevelt: and Julio Arroyo Rodriguez. They were in possession of 1 kilo of cocaine. During the conversation, another vehicle arrived. That vehicle contained 44-year-old Jasmine: 47-year-old Omar Medina and a 7-year-old girl who was in Jasmine's custody. Sheriff's deputies stopped all of the vehicles and arrested all involved, except for the 7-year-old. Julio Arroyo Rodriguez had a loaded 9mm handgun on him as he was taken into custody, and threw a 9mm handgun from his waistband on the floorboard of the truck just prior to being taken into custody. A total of 2+ kilos of cocaine were obtained during the investigation, 2,198.91 grams, $8,535 in U.S. currency, and 2 firearms were seized during the arrest in December. Those arrested are Luis Flaco Salcido Rodriguez, 45, Auburndale. Charges: trafficking in cocaine, -400 grams or more, F1. Possession of drug paraphernalia, M1. Criminal history: battery. Dealing in stolen property. Engage in pawnbroker business without a license. False info and pawn items less than $300, fraud. Possession of a controlled substance without a prescription. Possession of methamphetamine. Possession of drug paraphernalia. Tampering with evidence. Burglary unoccupied structure, no assault or battery. Burglary occupied of dwelling unarmed. Grand theft. Nuisance structure for drug activity. Maintain a structure for drug use. Possession of heroin with intent to sell. Possession of a hallucinogen. Possession of heroin. Possession of oxycodone. Possession of drug paraphernalia. Possession of alprazolam. Knowingly driving with suspended license. -0 operate vehicle without valid license. Possession of drug paraphernalia. Trafficking in heroin over 4 grams. Maintain a residence for drug trafficking. Possession of drug paraphernalia, and possession of synthetic cannabinoid 28 grams. 20 felonies, 10 misdemeanors, sentenced to a total of 12 years in Florida State Prison. Serving 3 separate sentences. His most recent release from state prison was on December 18, 2021. Roosevelt: 29, Poinciana. Charges: armed trafficking in cocaine, -400 grams or more, fluid. Possession of drug paraphernalia, M1. Criminal history: driving with a suspended license, 2014. Driving with a suspended license, 2015. Criminal mischief: aggravated assault W intent to kill. Shooting into a building or vehicle, resulted in 5 years state prison. Unlawful racing on highway, and driving while license suspended habitual, felony. Julio Arroyo Rodriguez, 38, Poinciana. Charges: armed trafficking in cocaine, -400 grams or more, fluid, and possession of drug paraphernalia, M1. Criminal history: Possession of cocaine and operating a motorcycle without a license. Omar Medina, 47, Tampa. Charges: conspiracy to traffic in cocaine, F1. Negligent child abuse, F3. Criminal history: carry concealed weapons. Attack to commit murder. Attempt to kill police. Resistance to public officer. Criminal act. Mayhem, Puerto Rico charges: dangerous drugs money laundering. Conspiracy to traffic at least 1 kilogram of heroin, 2007 federal arrest, DEA Puerto Rico. Convicted 11 years Federal Bureau of Prisons. Conspiracy to traffic cocaine, 2010 federal arrest, DEA Puerto Rico. Convicted in plea bargain to 15 years to the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Dangerous drugs money laundering. Placed on federal probation in 2022. Federal probation was set to end in 2030. Miguel Bertacia, 29, Barto. Charges: trafficking in cocaine over 400 grams, F1. Jasmine Colon, 44, Tampa. Charges: conspiracy to traffic cocaine over 400 grams of cocaine, F1. Child neglect without bodily harm, F3. Criminal history: petty theft. Asterisk information provided by the Polk County Sheriff's Office is directly related to information in public arrest documents filed in the 10th Judicial Circuit related to the two above described investigations. This information and all photos provided are distinct and apart from any federal prosecution.
Equality before the law, also known as equality under the law. Equality in the eyes of the law, legal equality, or legal egalitarianism, is the principle that all people must be equally protected by the law. The rule of law is a political ideal that all citizens and institutions within a country, state, or community are accountable to the same laws, including lawmakers and leaders. It is sometimes stated simply as no one is above the law.